Hey everybody, and welcome back once again. My name is Chris Army, and welcome back to Rascalicious Farms for another game of Starters Orders 6. And as you can see, we're ready to go for our 3-year-olds. Now, I couldn't find a race for Crimson Star. We are looking at that mile 3 range. There's no races. A mile 4, I believe, is too far. And anyway, there's 3 selling races there and a grade 3, and way down here there's another grade 3, so that's not the level of competition we want. At a mile 2, which I would be tempted with normally, selling grade 2, selling grade 3, sell. So there's nothing at the early part of the season for a horse like Crimson Star. So in this video, it's just about getting our 3-year-olds done, and then yeah, our 2-year-olds got off to a good start. 1 ran green, 4 wins. 1 of those being a Group 3 win, and 2 of the other 3 being really impressive debut runs. In fact, Ninja Girl, who had the highest rating, probably ran the worst, and Gamma Bow running green. So yeah. Now 1 1/4 lengths, but that was fairly comfortable as well. He felt that Ninja Girl wasn't really being tested, so really happy with the last video and how we've got off to things here. Now Grand Sahara is a horse that might not have as much quality as some other horses, but you can see there she starts off where she left off last season with an 85 ability potential. She did not improve. She has not gained any potential for a 3-year-old season, which is sad because I was hoping for maybe a 92 somewhere around there. I was hoping to develop into 92 and then attack the Triple Crown races. But there's a lot to like about this horse. Cruising Burst is now up to about a 38, I'd say. No, sorry, it was a 38. Sorry, it's now a, what's that, 55? I haven't updated my notes on the horses. I do keep a bunch of notes. Let me just show those on screen quick. So as you can see here, I've got a little list of names. Let me just quickly ignore all. There we are. And ignore Starcat. So Starcat's in red because it is, being close to over race. That's an easy way to do that. I've got the rating set up, the sex of the horse, the age of the horse, disposition, whether it's excitable, laid back, or normal. I like keeping a track of that for who's going into the breeding barn. Their current ability, as far as I can tell, their potential, battling qualities is something I look for. No horse really has it. Cruising Burst, so Grand Sahara is up to, what do we say, about a 55? So we make that change there. Deterioration, that's stayed at 40. Stamina's up to 65. That's a very rough sort of a look, and what distance they actually like to run at. So a little file like that can help you out, guys. I've also got one for the transfer list for just to see how good my horses are that I can bring into the game. So every horse on this transfer list here, I have the details of breeding, lineage, and all these kind of stats, except for Cruising Burst and battling qualities. I might need to go and find out what all those are by loading them into various saves and just copying over their stats. So yeah, Grand Sahara, good Cruising Burst. This could be a decent horse, and it's got the distance for Triple Crown. It is undefeated, and it is our highest rated 3-year-old. It was our highest rated 2-year-old, and it's not that far. It's only 10 points behind Crimson Star. So you feel that this could be the horse this year, as Crimson Star was the horse the year before that, and 2 years before him, that Starboard Princess was the horse. So we are the heaviest horse. We are the best in this entire field. We're moving up into a mile 3 just to see if Grand Sahara can get in that Triple Crown sort of area. We are carrying more weight because we are a Group 1 winning horse and none of the rest of these are. So this is going to be tough. I think the distance might be a tad too far, might be a furlong a little too far. So that's going to be interesting. The extra weight as well, and just the unknown quantity of this field. There could be something really nice in this field of horses that we just don't know about yet. So there's a lot of question marks. This is Grand Sahara's big test at the start of the 3-year-old. She was undefeated at 2, and she's got some, like I say, some big races later on in the year. So we'll see how she runs. Now we still got over 8.5 furlongs to go. Doesn't look like anyone's trailing, so... Oh no, someone is trailing. Someone's way back. Megahertz is way back. Enlightening there with Magic Union, Royal Rhiannon, and Casino on the outside making a move. Marciano on the outside, sorry, with Casino on the inside of them. Grand Sahara now, not really doing too much, just holding position. Doesn't need to do a lot to begin with, so I'm okay with that. But I don't want to see her falling back through the pack. Maybe that weight will tell in this race, but I really hope not. I really hope not. So Marciani, they're looking to take the lead now from I'm Broke as we move down to 4.5 furlongs. We're coming to the end of this back stretch. And you can see Grand Sahara now moving to the outside. A little bit of a kick, but then falls back into the chasing pack. 3.5 furlongs. Magic Union looking to make a move here on the inside rail. 3 furlongs as we start this long turn round the bend. Marciani is falling off. Kazin is coming round the outside with Grand Sahara. Magic Union is there, poised but not making a move, and I'm Broke is still holding on to the lead. 1.5 furlongs out now. Grand Sahara making a run for the line. Kazin and Magic Union battling for second place. Kazin just ahead. 1 furlong left. Grand Sahara doesn't seem to be tiring too much. Kazin has got the distance of Magic Union here. Got about a length. And here comes Magic Union fighting for the line, but Grand Sahara will pick up the win. So that is a little bit lower quality field than I'd want. I want Group 1 wins, but you know, winning a Grade 3 over a mile 3 is pretty good. This was a big test. This was a big test in my estimation for Grand Sahara. So I'm happy with how they did. Megahertz did fight back up the field, and Lightning dropped off with an injury. We should have won that. We did win that, and I'm very, very happy with that opening win. So let's go have a quick look at Grand Sahara. 8 wins from 8, up to a 121. That's pretty decent to begin with. That's pretty decent. So not much has changed, of course, fulfilled this potential already. But yeah, Horse is a Machine pushed out. I'm thinking with that kind of stamina bar, a mile 3 is probably where it's running right now. So we got that one right. We got that one right. Chalk us up for a win there. And let's go to the auction, because we've got 2 horses running in just over a week, and that is it. So I was going to go look for a race to bet on, but 84 million, that money goes up every year from horse sales. We don't need to mess about. Drew away a mile 2 unraced 2-year-old. That is tempting. That's kind of the distance I want. Adirondack Summer. High weight but only an average build. Not a large build. I thought 500 and above was large. So that's kind of interesting to see. 7 furlongs, a little bit below where I want to be. And you know what? Drew Away is tempting me far too much, guys. We're going to have to go see what he's all about. We have 84 million in the bank. Why wouldn't we go and take a risk? This has been a very successful save in terms of gambling to begin with, to get about 20 million, 30 million to begin with, to increase the facilities. And now we find ourselves up at 84. Oh. That was nearly a very quick auction. You're going to crap out of 2.3, aren't you? A little bit before 2.3. So 2.555. And there we go. Drew Away has been sold for 2.25 million. A little over. So Drew Away, no potential. No potential. So there's some nice bits about this horse. You know, good consistency, but an abysmal finish application. No battling qualities. And even though it could turn out to be a good horse, that potential is so low, we're just not even going to bother. Let's look in the breeding barn. What are we down to? 6 and 7 days. Well, after these next two races, we should find out who has bred true and who needs to go again. It's just Thursday. It is Thursday. Drew Away will be sold in this auction. And 3-year-old, 5 from 58. Nope, nothing at all in here. Let's just make sure Drew Away gets sold. I believe we just made a tiny profit on Drew Away, which is awesome to see. That is awesome to see. So there's a success there for Retriever. It looks like all our mares and fillies are in fall by the end of January. That is a good result. I like to see that. And yeah, Retriever has bred with somebody else as well, with Sixes Hidden, which is a former horse and is from the lineage of Hidden Recipe. So we're mixing the lines of Retriever and Hidden Recipe in this foal. So that's quite interesting to see how that's going to play out as well. I'm happy to do that. So this is the 28th. There are still no races for Crimson Star. There's a couple of selling races at mile 3, so we're almost there, but we're not quite there. So up next is Lock Journal. You can see a 1 mile 2 allowance race. I don't like allowance races, especially for Group 1 winners, but it's pretty much all that there was. And yeah, I want to get that early race in. I do want to get the early race in everybody's season. So again, we're high weight, really high weight. Like, the picket factor doesn't seem to have the rating to match the weight. You know, a Group 2 win is fine, but you know, Lock Journal's got a Group 1, very, very high rating compared to the rest of the field. It's 20 points above the second place Puncher Train. So again, this is a little bit of a test. I'm testing a new distance out. I am testing the quality of the horse, not in the race, but when you add in that weight differential, I believe that is a good test of how good a horse is. Can he overcome that? So this is another long race, you know, 9 furlongs left. You can see we're just holding up there behind that leading pack. And picket factor, look at them come in. That's the grade 2 winner. That's the grade 2 winner. And that was a storming run there. I'm not sure I'd like that if I owned that horse. I wouldn't want to see it putting so much running in early in a race like this, although it is in good position now. So how much did that take out of the horse? We do not know. Testamy, Hallstatt, Wedger Party out of picture right now. Lock Journal just behind Maximix. Then you got Coding. Then you got Puncher Train, who could be the good horse in this race. And up in the front after that early running is the picket factor. We are 5 furlongs from home, and I do not like the situation that's developing here. We have Coding in front of us, Maximix on the outside of us, boxing us in. Luckily, Maximix is going for a little run. That frees us up, which is beautiful. that is the perfect time. Coming into picture there, Hallstatt. Lock Journal now getting that outside, ready to run a long bend. It's not the best in terms of distance, but it is very, very nice in the fact that we have clean air. So you can see Wedger Party on the outside now is coming up. This is being run very, very wide. 1 mile 2, I believe this race is, and we're down now towards the final furlong. People making a move. We're well on the outside here. And Maximix from Pontchartrain, Wedger Party. I think the extra weight is going to stop us from winning. We should claim second place there. But Maximix ran a really nice race. Didn't go off too early. Picket Factor, I think, fell way down the back at the end. So, let's see. An extra 8. No, what's that? That's an extra 12 pounds in weight, which is quite big, you know? That is a big margin. So, 2.5 lengths back, Lock Journal. I think, personally, we were kind of held back by the weight. I figured that might happen. Second place under those circumstances is pretty good. We outran Pontchartrain with, you know, what did they have? They had a 15-pound advantage. So every stone is 14 pounds, guys. So from 9 to 10 would be 14. So to 10-1 is 15 pounds difference. So we're 12 behind the winner. We outrun somebody who is 15 pounds lighter. Yeah, I think that is interesting, and it seems too far. I don't know if the weight plays into that at all either. But really, okay, maybe a little too far. So maybe we're looking at Lock Journal to be 1 mile 1, which wouldn't be great, because at the moment I've got pegged Grand Sahara at 1 mile 3, Lock Journal at 1 mile 2, and Hidden Beauty here should be at 1 mile 1. So we're at Gulfstream. Is she running 1 mile 1? She's running 1 mile. So this might be a little below her distance. If it's on her distance, then great, because Lock Journal dropping down to 1 mile 1 actually fits a lot better then. So I'd like to split up these three in terms of distance. This is a really nice horse. So let's see. Top weight, not good, not good. This is an interesting field though. A couple of Group 2 winners, Group 3 winners. We are the top rated. We're not the favourite. So this is a competitive field. The Paddy Man is agitated. Rock and Roche is sweating up. Argostoli is sweating badly as well. Woodmore is agitated. So this is kind of a warm field. We're coping well. We're lean and ready to go. Will and Rich is the favourite with both the bookies and the tipster. So where is Will and Rich? 101 rated. So we're chasing the sun. Okay. We're chasing the sun. So that's this horse here on the outside, and what a good start Will and Rich has. That is a good start. So not bad from ourselves either. Just coasting up the inside into the lead. Let's get a little tighter on the field to see a little better here. So as we come up to 6.5 furlongs, just rounding this first bend, we can see that at the back, Stefan Stelio, the Paddy Man, Woodmore, Agostoli and Liberty Seeker. Wild Jacob there, just in picture with Liberty Seeker. And then Wolfall Treasure making a run of it. Rock and Roche on this outside here. Similar silks to my own. We've got the inside track here, which should help us on the bend. But Will and Rich is out early and into the lead, making the running. So as we course down around the turn now, 3.5 furlongs, 3 furlongs. We went to the outside for some reason. Maybe the bend was a little too tight for us. You can see Wild Jacob making a move. Wolfall Treasure as well. Liberty Seeker. Here comes Woodmore from the back. We're moving into first place. And that nice little kick there into the lead. 2 furlongs left to run. Can Will and Rich make something of it? Wolfall Treasure is leading the chasing pack. We're down to a furlong and we are moving away. I do not believe anyone's going to catch us. Hidden Beauty here is going to pull off a lovely little win. Going to course towards the line, ease up a little bit, and finishes out in style. So that's a good win there from Hidden Beauty to round off today. Cozy little win, just under 3 furlongs. And yeah, that's kind of what we wanted to see there. So let's have a look at our 3-year-olds now. So Hidden Beauty just wins that race in a decent amount, to be honest with you. That was a decent sort of level of competition. Does well. So I'm excited to see what Hidden Beauty can do. I don't believe she's got the distance to go for Triple Crown. I think she's going to stay fairly true to the breeding indicator, especially now that it looks like she could just be a mile horse. At the same time, we have Lock Journal, who looks like he could be a mile 1 horse. And they're all up similar in potential. Hidden Beauty's 83 from 83. Grand Sahara and Lock Journal both 85s. So it's really good to see where they are. That's a little bit too far, so maybe we come back to a mile 1 for Lock Journal. And like I say, Grand Sahara, another nice race, a good win. She's got herself a second grade 3 race. So she wins a grade 3, then she wins a hat-trick of grade 1s, and now moving up in distance, she wins another grade 3. Hopefully that will be followed by some more grade 1 wins. 3 in particular I would like to see her win would be the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, and the Belmont Stakes to finish out a Triple Crown. So that's a pretty good lineup. They've all got really good potential for now, considering Crimson Star basically started off this year and ended his 3-year-old season only as an 81. That looks a little better now. What's that, an 83 maybe? So he's still not as good ability as my 3-year-olds across the board. And he won a very impressive Triple Crown. So really, between my 3-year-olds running well, my 2-year-olds running well with one running green, this could be a very nice season. We're starting to see the quality of the horses coming through the breeding barn. And that's kind of what we want, guys. You know, this is the whole point of the save, was not really struggling to find a good horse after we have to retire horses. It's keeping replenishing our stables through the breeding barn, through the breeding program, and just seeing how good we can get these horses. So if we can get 6 or 8 different bloodlines, all of which are producing great horses, and we know those bloodlines have good pedigree, we can then start to intermingle them and sort of breed them together in different pairings and whittle down the bloodlines, but improve the quality all the time. That's when you start getting super horses, and that's when you start getting horses good enough to play online versus other people. And that's the ultimate goal. I don't think I'll be able to do it this year. Real life got in the way. I was going to spend 2 weeks just hammering this game, just skipping through races, getting through days, getting through seasons, and just continuously breeding and breeding until we get super horses. I was going to do about 100 seasons to 200 seasons over the course of 2 weeks. I was just going to absolutely blitz this game. But real life got in the way, so we're taking it a little bit more leisurely, and I'm having a lot of fun explaining it to you guys as we go. I hope you are enjoying it as well. Let's skip one more day into... let's skip 2 more days. I was going to leave it at the end of January, but let's skip into February itself. And Crimson Star, 4 races. Is a grade 2 there on the 6th of March. So I think we're going to pencil in Crimson Star for that race. It's a little below in terms of quality, but it's the first sort of big-ish race that's come out at that distance, so we'll pencil in Crimson Star. We need to get him off and running this season to avenge that 6th place where he ended his Triple Crown winning season with. Now, I don't know what's going to happen with him going forward, but I'm really happy with the rest of the horses. So let me know what you think, guys, about all these different horses. And yeah, you can catch me on Twitter at Chris Army. Link to that in the description, as well as always, of all the mods I'm using and where to get the game, the official forums where you can get a lot of help and information and feedback on how you're doing and what you need to do in this game. It's a lovely community. I would encourage you to go over there, say hi, grab the game, and just jump in. It's one of those games where it looks a little weird at first if you don't know this kind of game or you don't know much about horse racing. But within an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I picked things up, and I'm sure you would too. And I have a lot of fun playing it. I have a lot of fun recording this for YouTube. In fact, my other series sometimes take a little bit of a backseat because I love playing this. It's always exciting, even if I expect a horse to win, seeing them canter 6 furlongs ahead of the field, like Endless Shadow did in his debut, in his maiden race. Like, that's awesome. I can't tell you how awesome that is to watch. So, until next time, guys, where I'm going to go off and book all these races ready for the next video. We should be back with our 2-year-olds. So, I hope you have enjoyed. Let me know if you have. And I'll see you next time, guys, for more races here from Rascalicious Farms on Starters Order 6. I've been Chris Orme, and you all take care.